Rexy! Hey, Rexy! I love that he calls him Rexy. Hi, I'm Andre and I'm a black nerd with another Power Rangers Dino Charge recap. Past, present, and fusion, the second episode or the second part of the first episode. We start on a farm with Riley. He's fencing and his brother catches him and he's like, oh, I'm just in here just hanging out with my dog, not fencing or anything. Like, you gotta hide that. Don't come in here, Mom! I'm just fencing! He's with his dog, Rubik, which every time he said that, I was expecting the little Rubik Cube from the cartoon to come out and be like, oh, Rubik's running around. The dog runs off. Riley looks for his dog and finds that his dog is coming face to face with freaking Fury. He stands up for his dog, which, how could you not like Riley when you see a man standing up for his dog? While fighting Fury, he finds the green inner gem power of the Raptor. Clever boy. He gets a sword, he takes Fury out with a tree branch, like you do. But what about Rubik? Rubik will live. And then he runs away and meets up with his mom and his big brother, and he heads off to a dinosaur museum, completely not telling them that he just fought a giant monster in the woods. He's not gonna even warn them that, hey, there's monsters close by, you're home. All right, that's cool. So Riley goes off on his little bike, but it breaks down. Shelby and Tyler just happen to be driving by. We get an amazing Spider-Man moment. Hey kids, pick up hitchhikers. Power Ranger says so. And then they drive off and they run into a woman who's screaming, my husband is underneath the car. How? I don't know. How did that even happen? How did she get out of the car when he's underneath the car? Me suspect foul play. Apparently the car's been beaten up by Ken or Blanca or something. Fuel is coming out of the Power Rangers like, we gotta save him. They're pushing on the car, and this leads to one of the best moments in all of Power Rangers history. The energems are in their pocket. They start glowing. They don't just move this car off of this dude. They push the car, it flips multiple times into the air and explodes. And that is why Power Rangers have been on the air for over 20 years, people. Someone GIF that, please, for the love of God. Someone get that clip and just straight GIF that car flipping and exploding. I will watch that 500 times. Seriously, Vine that mess. Vine it. They get back to the museum and they find this giant dinosaur head and you can sit inside of his mouth. Tyler was just like, I gotta take a selfie. What is up with you, Tyler? I wanna save the world, but first, let me take a selfie. He accidentally touches a tooth, which sends him back into a secret passage. I guess he just lands in a cave of wonders. I don't know what's going on now. They find this secret lair, which of course is the headquarters for Power Rangers Dino Charge. And then Keeper shows up. You're like, whoa, I thought you were dead, bro. And he's like, nah, it was just a cloud of smoke. I'm Keeper, freaking E.T. in a cloak. I'm good. Keeper's cool. I don't know. I thought there might be somebody cooler that could be in charge of them. Maybe somebody like, I don't know, like a giant bird, like a walking giant blue bird wearing a white suit, kind of like Falco from Star Fox. Like if that was their leader, that'd be pretty cool. But that's just me making stuff up at the top of my head. That obviously is something that can't actually exist. Miss Morgan, Kendall, walks out of nowhere and is like, oh, hey, welcome to my lair. I guess you're Power Rangers now. Well, you guys seem like you would be good Power Rangers. This chick, though. I get that sometimes girls don't like each other, but gosh dang it. Morgan did not like Shelby. She was all like, oh, Tyler, you got the energy because you saved a person's life, and Riley, you got one because you're noble and pure heart. Shelby, Trick, I don't know why you got an energy. I don't even know why you here. What are you doing here? Kendall Morgan be sipping that haterade. Maybe she wanted to be a Power Ranger, but she can't get an energy for herself, so she's all mad that Shelby got one. She's getting all mad. Her face was turning purple. Morgan, you don't need to get all violent about this. Chase and Koda come out and are like, hey, welcome to the team, you're Power Rangers. But the celebration is short-lived because there's a city attack and they gotta go out there. The other Power Rangers like, we gotta get out there, find out what's going on. And then Shelby's like, I don't know if I can do this. And then freaking Morgan again is like, you know what? Maybe you should just stay behind. She ain't ready for this. This is too dangerous for a waitress. I was like, hold up. For a waitress, huh? You think the waitress shouldn't be the Pink Ranger? I've had a lot of people on the internet tell me that what's the big deal about having a waitress as the Pink Power Ranger, and now you're gonna sit here and do this in the episode 2, Morgan? You gonna be like the internet? Shelby was all like, oh yeah, Trick, I'm going to fight. I might die, but I'm just gonna prove to you that a waitress should be a Power Ranger. Like freaking Power Rangers Selma Force. Oh, good friend, that T-Rex or Rexy, he just shows up out of a volcano, just like, rah, I'm just walking around. I just need to go get some groceries. I'm going to the city. I don't care. The Red Ranger finally is able to get his inner gem, goes out, fights some monsters, got Rexy by his side, and he's like, it's morphin' time. Gets his morpher out, show it close up so they can buy him in stores. He spins it, puts his little Dino Charger in there, unleash the power, and he shoots it up and he becomes a Power Ranger. And I was like, okay, this is cool. I think this year they should have done like something weird to morph. Like, I don't know, like if maybe like samba music played and then they did like a little dance, like they crossed over and then they spun around and then they put it up in the air and then they turn into a Power Ranger. Like that would be interesting, like a little Power Ranger dance, like. But again, that's me making stuff up. That could not actually exist anywhere in the world. Other Power Rangers show up, follow suit. Literally follow suit, put on their suits, and they all become the Power Rangers all together. They look great, the costumes look great. Shelby tries to morph, but she can't because she doesn't know how to press a button on the charger. It was cute. That's Shelby. Girl, I like you. You stick around. Every single scene of them fighting was seriously like, here's a Dino charger, here's a Dino saber, here's how you can connect all the pieces together to make a blaster. There was just such close-ups of every single item they had. I am Saban. I love that we actually got to see the Power Rangers and the Zord fight together. To see Tyler and Rexy kind of be a team. Rexy showed more acting prowess and emotion than some Power Rangers in some seasons. It was cool seeing him run around and then seeing Tyler run underneath them, seeing Tyler get into Rexy's mouth and shooting out of his mouth, and Rexy just straight dominated. Just like, he didn't even try. He just literally was just walking around and Monster just happened to be in his way and got hurt. And then he like grabbed one by the neck with his mouth and like flipped around like he's freaking Gabby Douglas or something, and then just lands. This is dismount. I swear there were like other Zords on the side going 8, 9, 10. Everyone's happy. They come home celebrating, but then old Keeper's got to bring the mood down. Yeah, that wasn't Fury. That was like some other monster because Sledge, who I thought was dead, apparently didn't die. So Sledge didn't die. Keeper didn't die. Only thing that died apparently was the dinosaurs, but no one's gonna take blame for that, right? And then Sledge shows up at the end like, hey, all you monsters that got kidnapped. Didn't I mention this last week? Who wants to be free? I need one of y'all to get me a Power Ranger. And that's it. This was a great episode. This season's just going well. Let me know what you thought about this episode and how you're feeling about Dino Charge so far, and what do you hope to see from this season. Thumbs up this video, and if you're new here, tickle that subscribe button. I love you like a play cousin. I'm Audi 5000. Chain chomp, yomp. I'm a waitress.